Alright, good evening my children of the night, and welcome back to Castlevania Anniversary Collection. Okay, me and my buddy Darian here, we're gonna go ahead and tackle Bloodlines. Because...
the better game, yeah.
We'll see, we'll see.
We're gonna play the real Castlevania 4 now.
Again, I was a Nintendo kid. That's all we had, and I would not trade it for anything. I didn't even know Sega was a thing. I thought it was just a company. I didn't know they made games and stuff. Know nothing about that. Alright. Okay, I don't know if there's much of a change, but I'm gonna try Vampire Killer out because I haven't played that yet. And from what I played last night, I didn't really see much of a difference. I do like the little intro though, it's pretty good. It's kind of cool seeing the shrunken down Simon Sprite. Ah yes, Elizabeth Bartley. She looks so different from the series.
Yes, Elizabeth Bartley, not to be confused with Elizabeth Bathory.
Yeah.
So yeah, there it is. There's the main difference right there.
I know.
Eric Lecard looks more feminine in this version. Looks more androgynous, whereas in the US version they made him look a little bit more masculine. Because heaven forbid you have someone look slightly androgynous in your video game.
I mean, I can understand how awkward it would look. Oh yeah, I have to hit start, don't I?
I mean, yeah, especially for back in the day, it probably would look confusing because.
Oh, I gotta do this again.
Especially if you're like, if you're a kid in the '80s or '90s playing this, and you're supposed to be like, oh, I'm playing as a guy. His name's Eric Lecard. They're gonna look at that and be like, that's a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. And this was like before anime became like a popular thing.
Mainstream, yeah. That's before bi-shonen stuff was a thing, androgynous characters were a thing. So yeah, seeing androgynous characters back in the 90s would have been kind of a little bit different for American audiences.
Oh crap. Oh, also his name is Johnny Morris in Vampire Killer.
Oh yeah, Johnny Morris this time.
Yeah. Man, I'm pretty.
Why'd you reset?
No, damn it! I'm trying to. I was doing the Konami code thing. Hold on, you'll see. As long as I don't hit the thing, I can. I have to do this over. Nope, it's still there. Damn it!
What are you trying to do?
You'll see. Considering you're confused, you probably don't even know about this little trick.
Probably because I didn't need it. Whatever it is.
You're really gonna be that, aren't you?
Yeah. I don't know, man. If I assume that if it's a code of some type, it's going to be something that gives you a little bit of a crutch somehow, right? It's going to give you extra lives or something. Is that what it is? Is that what you're trying to get? Trying to get yourself extra lives?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, that and something. Dude, this game is freaking hard.
If you really, there's an easy mode right there.
I'm not picking easy, dude.
I won't pick easy, but I'm gonna put it in the Konami code.
Because you have to play on extreme mode if you want to get the full ending, even though it's not anything special.
Oh, is that what you're trying? You're trying to get extreme mode?
Yes, and 9 lives, but whatever. Dude, this game is hard, and I completely forgot that this game actually has so many continues, and I hate that.
Yeah, I do remember that aspect about this game. It's not like, it's not like Super Castlevania 4 in that aspect. If you run out of game overs, that's it. And that was the case for a lot of Sega Genesis games, like Sonic. If you run out of game overs, you start the whole game over.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
I freaking hate that, so excuse me if I want to have like a little bit of a crutch.
That's why we got save states.
I don't want to use I mean, I'll think about it, but save states is the same thing. It's basically cheating as well.
Is it cheating if they put it in the game for you to use? They expect you to use it?
I mean, this is in the game too. Up,
yeah.
Down, left, right, B-A. Correctly, you'll hear a sound. Oh. Yeah, I did this yesterday. Why doesn't it work?
Did you did you try it on this version or the American version?
I tried it on both. It works.
Damn it, Bobby, I think you're just gonna have to take this L.
There we go. Got it. Shush. You're not the one playing. There we go.
I could be.
Really? Are you gonna be flexing along while we play?
I could. If I really wanted to.
Dude, I will.
I got streams to back it up.
I will fly all the way to you. I have special skills. Okay. But no, I played this. I played most of it through. I had to use one continue. It's freaking hard. But I did learn something. I think that Eric is the easy mode. Because I had a harder time with John or Johnny.
I think part of that is well, two things. I think Eric has a little bit more range, but also he has I think when it comes to his attack, he can he gets multiple hits. For when you swing, you can get 2 hits off, maybe even 3.
Oh, you can do that with John too. I learned...
Yeah, you can do that with John too, but I feel like it's a little bit more consistent with Eric.
Well, I learned if you hold the button down, their
you hold
their
the
weapon,
button.
Yeah, it stays out for a little bit.
But with Eric, you don't really have to hold the button. I think it just does it automatically, though.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Find out.
Yeah. Ruins of the Castle Dracula, Romania. Okay, so I'm not gonna knock the music or anything. I do love the music a lot. But you said you love the sound effects. There are some questionable sound effects in this game.
Everything just sounds so like
Aquaman. And now he has blue hair.
Yeah, look at how much everything just pops though. Everything is moving. There's like everything just pops, man.
The only
lots
thing
of blues, greens, reds.
The only thing this game has going for it is Mr. Happy Skeleton up there. I don't even know what that's supposed to. Is it on a post? I don't know.
Pike? It's like a pike.
I don't know. But yeah, you hear that sound effect with them flapping away? That sucks.
Yeah.
It's mostly with a lot of Sega Genesis games. Everything's got like this weird twang to it. Just doesn't sound good to me.
Makes everything sound like it's metallic.
Yeah.
Like it's got that because it's rock. This is the extreme era. Everything's got to make it sound like it's made of metal. Yeah.
I do like how the zombies frickin' explode, though.
Yeah, like that. Like just little stuff like that. Like they explode into blue flames. Everything's all animated. Everything pops.
Okay, well that has nothing to do like the difference between this and the fourth one, because again, Nintendo is very strict with like this stuff. Damn it.
I mean, it doesn't have to be bloody. You can still animate stuff very well, like the flame effect. That don't gotta be bloody. You can make a good flame animation, but they didn't.
Also, I never understood.
You kill an enemy in 4 and it just turns into like 2 rows of flames and they just disappear. It's not even a really well animated flame animation. These though, these look good.
You're gonna find every opportunity to shit on that game, aren't you? Damn it.
I mean, I don't have to find any opportunity, it just comes up. This happens to be that way.
Yeah, well, I won't have to find an opportunity to come over there and backhand ya. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. I'm taking stupid damage.
But like, you see how much more fast-paced this is? Like, you got tons of enemies at the start. You're already fighting a boss, little mini boss right here at the start.
It's a mini boss. Plus, you do that.
Yeah,
you do that
little mini boss.
You do that in 4, you fight like little mini bosses. That's what Polixel was, and a few others. Come on, frickin' die already. Oh yeah, that's real fast paced, having to wait for the stupid boss to die.
No, you have to. You didn't have to wait for it to die. You had to attack it again. I don't know why they programmed it like that. Like that boss right there, you have to hit it again after it dies for it to finish. I don't know why they did it like that.
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. Ah, these gems look familiar.
Yeah, like a certain Survivor game.
Yeah. Oh, the hitbox is really weird, especially when you're trying to smack secret walls and get things. Cause I actually, a few times with Eric, I actually knocked down like 3 parts of this. I didn't get anything, so I gave up. I played as Jonathan. I was able to get all 4 of them. So
yeah, it's weird.
The hitbox on our weapons is weird. I think it's mostly the tip causes damage, not the sticks. The stick is holding, whatever. Ow. Okay, but yeah, I will be screwing up a lot. Not a master at this
And frankly, you know what else this game has going for it? The upgrades. You get the laser upgrades, you get the flame upgrade for Eric's trident. You get the sub weapons are better, I feel like.
Not the cross. You get a freaking mirror to kill all the enemies, not a rosary.
Yeah, it's all magic and shit. Like you get like the orbs, you get the mirror.
It's supposed to be a rosario. The boring is supposed to be a cross. Come on, man. It looks cooler that way. And not even from like a Christian standpoint either, or any other religious stuff. It just looks cooler that way. You don't use a freaking mirror to kill a monster. Maybe certain monsters, but we're not fighting like cockatrices or basilisks. I don't know if that works, Medusa. This is funny though.
Yep, kills himself.
Fuck off. I think the skeletons are a lot more aggressive in this game too. We are both ventriloquists.
Yeah, they gotta be aggressive, because it's Castlevania. Gotta be aggressive. Yeah. More enemies, more aggression. Oh yeah.
Also, I just got a 1-up and it's still at 9. That's really mean.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of par for the course.
Well, you could have more in the other games.
Can you?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can go past 9.
Because, I mean, a lot of times 9 is usually the limit because it's like, oh, that's the highest amount the digits will go is 9.
I don't know. Also, sometimes when you talk, your thing lowers. Is that something on your end?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm not moving. I'm not getting any farther away from the mic. I hear this happen on streams like plenty of times, and I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why it happens or what.
It didn't happen yesterday. Yesterday you were just fine.
It happened yesterday. It happens, dude. It happens when I use this mic. It happens when I use my phone. It happens every time, and I don't know what the deal is. I want to assume it's a Discord thing. Because I'm not moving. I'm not doing anything that should make it sound like it's like lowering in volume. It shouldn't be sounding like that.
Yeah, I'm here. Well, I didn't hear it yesterday though because at first you were using something else and then you changed your mic.
Yeah, I was using my laptop built-in microphone, which I didn't realize.
Oh, well.
Well, that's stage 1. Now for stage 2.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking do 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 do.
I really like how they took this song and put it in Legacy of Darkness. It's probably my favorite version.
It's in Circle of the Moon too, but yeah, I prefer the
yeah.
Legacy of Darkness version.
Yeah, the one in Circle of the Moon sounds like it's bored. Legacy of Darkness has like an extension on it. I like this version of Vampire Killer too. Come on, I know you're there. Or not. Huh. Oh! Oh, that's mean. I got a different sub-weapon accidentally.
Ah.
Okay, well at least you can tell what candles have sub-weapons in them. But on instinct, I always hit all the candles. Ba-da-ba-ba. Crap.
It really is disappointing to me how much representation Eric Lecard gets in other Castlevania games, but John doesn't. Like, outside of this, John is not really, like, mentioned or even seen in any capacity. Eric Lecard gets to be in Portrait of Ruin, he gets to be in Judgment.
Yeah, but you don't get to, like, play as him or anything. I was hoping there was gonna be, like, a mode where you can play as both him and John.
Right.
But it never happened.
But it's the fact that, like, despite John being essentially the main character of this game, because he's the whip wielder, with him being the wielder of the vampire killer, you know, the titular item, the titular weapon of the Belmont clan, you'd think he would have a little bit more importance than Eric Lecard, but I guess they wanted to really flesh out Eric Lecard more.
Yeah.
Oh, now come to this part. We get a 2 for 1. We get this boss and then the other one.
Yeah, this guy's a joke.
This is probably one of the easiest bosses in Castlevania history.
Over here.
Just back and forth.
Over here.
Left, right, left, right, left, right. And it's over.
Well, the other guys aren't really that bad either. I was kind of hoping for like a reunion thing. For like a reunion thing in Grimoire of Souls with Jonathan and John. Like a Shinoa.
I was hoping for a lot of things in Grimoire of Souls that they don't capitalize on, but yeah, that would have been cool to have John and Jonathan interact, but yeah, they don't do that.
I mean, I already got misty-eyed when I saw Shinoa and Albus again. Could have drove it home more.
That game had a lot of missed potential, because when it was announced and when I was, seeing trailers for it, like the concept of it, I was like, oh, this is going to be basically like another Harmony of Despair, where it's going to be like a multiverse. It's going to be a Castlevania multiverse, or like a timeline shenanigans, where we're going to see all the Castlevania characters collide in one game. And there's going to be a lot of potential with it, but really it was just 5 main playable characters with a few support characters, and again, it's just the same people again. It's Alucard, Soma, Shinoa, Charlotte, Maria.
Not even Soma. He was a freaking support character.
Yeah, he's a support character, which really sucks because he was on the main cover of the game.
Yeah, it was a promise that he was gonna be, and he should have been. I don't understand why.
Yeah. I hope that when they eventually port that game to consoles, if and when they do, that they'll adjust, because they got a lot of adjusting for that game to do. That game needs to be tweaked really bad. I hope that when they do eventually re-release that game, that they make Soma a fully playable character and not just a support. I would like all the other characters to be fully playable, but hey, it's whatever. I mean, because you're still technically playing as them. You still do play as them, but you only get to play as them for like a minute, and then time's up.
Well, that's the thing. I never got to experience like the update, because when I played it, it was just like a screen nuke or whatever. You didn't get to play as them.
You get to play as them this time. They have like a couple moves that they can use, and they have like an ultimate move, but you can only use them for a minute. Yeah. So it shows that they are playable. So I mean, if they could do something with it, but yeah, it's a fun game. It's a decent title. I do think it is worthy of being labeled a Castlevania game, but that game definitely needs to be ironed out, and I do feel like there was a lot of missed potential in terms of the storytelling and what they could have done with the crossover aspect. Because here's the disappointing fact. The fact is, it's crazy that we've gotten like 3 different Castlevania games that revolve around a crossover, like with timeline shenanigans, and none of them have all of the Belmonts in the roster. We still haven't had that yet. We still haven't had a Castlevania crossover game with every Belmont in one game. That's crazy to me.
I mean, they would all still kind of play exactly how they were, though. It would have gotten like a little repetitive, wouldn't it?
I mean, maybe, but they all have like different things about them. Like Leon has the magic gauntlet. Trevor has martial arts, I guess. I guess they try to make his signature thing like the giant axe, I guess. they try to make that thing a thing for him with like the giant axe.
Oh yeah,
so
they
maybe
did
give him that.
Didn't they? Like a support character.
Yeah, he's a support character. Yeah.
Oh, so what the heck is going on here? That is weird.
But yeah, Trevor's got the giant axe. Christopher's got the fireball whip. He's got the fireball tip thing going on, so he's got that going for him.
Support character?
No, I'm talking about like you're talking about if they all played the same. I'm trying to like give ideas as to why they could be different from each other.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about that, we kind of have that already with Vampire Survivor. That's like probably the only time that they did that.
Yeah, that's technically it, but not a Castlevania game though. It's just a DLC.
Yeah.
But I would still love to see a Castlevania game that actually has all of the Belmonts together in one roster, because it's only like what, 6? Like 6 Belmonts? There's only 6 or 7 at the very least. And it's like, I don't think it's that bad. You got games out here. There's fighting games like Dragon Ball Fighters that has like 6 versions of Goku. It's like okay, who cares? You can have 6 versions of the same character, but yeah, they're all Belmonts and they all use the same weapons, but I feel like they're all different enough in their own unique way with how they use like sub-weapons or martial arts or whatever items they have, that they could be different on their own. And even if they weren't, you could just play favorites and just say, oh, I like this guy's design better, or I like his story better.
This guy was lame. I do like how he pumps the air before he dies, though. I wish he gave a thumbs up. But, yeah. As much as I love Heartbeat of Despair, I feel like they didn't make all the whip wielders unique enough. I mean, first, I really wish they made Jonathan how he was in Portrait of Ruin, which you could equip more than just the whip. Because that was like his whole thing. He was a Belmont, but a jack of all trades at the same time. And apparently you can actually knock the Harpies' heads off?
Yeah.
I don't want people to do
that can happen.
Wish. Yeah, I didn't know that. Also, apparently, in like the beta version, or it was gonna happen, but while Eric here has a death animation where he freaking gets impaled by his own spear, apparently John was gonna have like the Ghosts and Goblins death where he turns into a pile of bones. That would have been really interesting. Really dark, but really interesting.
They just have the traditional, get hit and you turn into a mist of blood.
It's not even really that. It's like a shimmering light, almost. That's actually something that freaked me out when I first played Dawn of Sorrow. When I, like, died and just bled out, and I'm like, holy crap. I remember Legacy of Darkness, but I don't remember anything like that in the older games. Get out of here. Get out of here.
So yeah, this is that part of the level where if you're not paying attention and if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get stuck.
Yeah, I know.
Because for both characters, John Morris, if you're playing as John, in the next room, you're gonna have to use the whip to swing across the ceiling to get over the gap, and in this room, you have no choice but to use your little high jump there to get up on these platforms. And if you don't know how to do either of those things, well, then you're stuck.
At least there isn't a time limit. You're not a mini-boss, silly boy. Wow, it's like the first time I've had, like, max jewels.
I could be a mini-boss, and if I felt like it.
Okay, this place always makes me a little queasy.
Yeah, the Leaning Tower of Pizza.
It's actually leaning to and fro. I think one of the main things about this game, I really do like that you're going different places, like all over Europe. It makes me wonder what their method of travel is, but it's still kind of cool.
They're trucking.
It's basically what Portrait of Ruin also did, but all within a castle. You're just Mary Poppins. Okay, well, there goes the mirror. There we go. Mr. Mummy, who's not a frickin' boss anymore. Crap. Frickin' hit me with your head. It's a horrible use for your head.
Well, I guess here's something we could talk about. Did you watch the Direct today?
Yes, I did, and I was actually a lot more impressed than the last one.
Yeah.
Well, for starters, it does make me want to get the Switch 2 now, and I'm really happy with the new Hyrule Warriors game. So I really wanted to know more about the Zonai. Plus,
Yeah,
I just love
lots of good stuff that they showed off, but one major thing that I'm gonna complain about, and a lot of people have been complaining about, is oh no, there's a very valid thing to complain about, and that's the fact that Mario Kart Worlds is going to cost $80.
Wait, really?
Yeah, $80 retail, and that's for the digital edition. If you get it physical, it's $90.
Wait, really?
Yeah. They're really going that way.
Well,
$80 for a digital game. Yeah, for Mario Kart.
Is it like on... Is it on GameStop, or is it something else?
That was advertised from Nintendo. $80 for the digital edition.
Well, I know it's going to come bundled with the system, if you get the system itself, but...
Right. But it says retail that when it comes out, it's going to be $80. And people are flipping their shit over that, and rightly so. Because people have all, for the past few years, people were already not privy to the fact that games were starting to become $70. Which, sadly, that's become the norm now. $70 games have kind of become the norm. And, yeah, Nintendo decided to make the very bold move of doing $80 games.
I don't know. I can imagine it'll be a real hit of a game, but still, that's a lot.
I'm just gonna say this. I don't think any game is worth $80. I don't think any game is worth $80. I don't care how good it is. Even if it's from Nintendo, I am not spending $80. That's close to $100. That is $20 away from $100. That is ridiculous, and that's not counting tax. That's close to $100 for a base game, not even a deluxe edition. For fucking Mario Kart.
I don't know. I'm definitely gonna get the Switch, so I won't really have to worry about the whole thing, but hey, look at me. But
I just hope this doesn't turn into a precedent for oh yeah, but we're gonna keep doing $80 exclusives, and it's bad enough that Nintendo barely does sales to begin with. I can't imagine what their library is gonna look like when they have all these $80 games that don't ever go on sale. And if they do go on sale, they're probably gonna be 10% off, and they'll be like, oh, would you rather pay $70?
I don't know. I'd have to look, but I didn't even see the cost for any of this stuff, so I don't know where you guys saw it. Also, skeletons and hard hats. Or soldier helmets, I don't know. But, regardless, I gotta admit that Mario Kart does look it looks a little cool. It's really weird they redesigned Donkey Kong, though. I'm not sure if I hate it or if I like it. I like how expressive he is, but
I think it looks cool. Just for the fact that the world around you is destructible. I think it has a lot of potential just to be fun, just to go around and just break shit, especially playing as Donkey Kong. It's been a while since we've had a true to form 3D Donkey Kong game in period.
Yeah, I was really hoping it's gonna be like the Donkey Kong 64. I really wanted another attempt at that.
I don't think I don't know if Nintendo wants to risk that.
Why?
Because because I think that game had like there was a time when that game held the world record for the most collectibles in a video game. And I know some people didn't like that. And I would argue that, yeah, I do think that, ooh, goddamn. I think that fact definitely dragged the game down quite a bit in terms of how much you had to backtrack and how often you had to keep revisiting areas as specific Kongs over and over again to get their bananas and get the medallions and shit like that every time. And there were so many. It wasn't just the bananas. There was the medallions, the balloons, the switches you had to press. So much shit for each Kong for no reason other than just padded. And it made going for 100% very tedious.
Am I really the only one who didn't have much of a problem with the game? Aside from the hardest shit mini games? The little bonus barrel games?
I love the mini games. In fact, I think that's probably my favorite part about the game was the mini games. But the constant backtracking and collecting, having to pick through various Kongs, nah, that can go. That can go. That's very tedious.
Sometimes.
One way they could do it, because they could have done this right. They could have had it to where they have the bananas for each Kong. But what they could have done, they could have made it to where you have separate pathways for separate goals for each Kong, and you would get their bananas along the way to incentivize you to explore the map more, instead of just placing randomly colored bananas in the same exact spots that you've already been in, except now you just have to keep running back to these same areas over and over again like 5 different times as the same Kong just to get these bananas with no real incentive to explore.
What? What is that down there?
I don't even know what the hell just happened there. I mean, I liked it. I'm explaining why I understand it's a point of contention for people, because yeah, it's a valid complaint, because when you're trying to complete as much of it as you can with how many collectibles there are, the fact that they all have unique variations for each Kong makes it very tedious. But I liked it. I liked the game. I put a hell of a lot of hours into it when I was a kid. I think I tried my best to go out of my way to 100% it, but I don't think I was able to because there's just so much shit. But I tried.
I mean, I finally did it on stream, and I only used like maybe 1 or 2 save states, and that wasn't even for the barrel mini games either. Just for the stupid arcade Donkey Kong game that you had to complete on 1 life.
I love Jetpack. The other retro game they let you play with Jetpack. That was my favorite one.
Well, that one's not hard to beat, though.
I know it's not hard. I just love it. I wish they would re-release that game because it's fucking fun. It was on a weird platform too. I forget what it was on. It was on like
some MS-DOS.
I thought it was DOS.
The VIC something? The VIC 32? I don't know, I can't
The
remember.
ZX Spectrum and the VIC 20.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Platforms that I've never heard of before. Before that point, I was like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, I'm right there with you. I've never heard of those either. Well, I first seen them, I'm like, that's not a game system, that's a old computer. What idea was this?
Dracula's like, yes, let's have a factory with a bunch of pistons everywhere that just crush you between the walls. No purpose, just put pistons everywhere.
Well, this isn't even Dracula's plan, though. It's Elizabeth's, I think.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth. Elizabeth was like, here, let me commission you guys to just put a bunch of pistons in here.
Apparently there's going to be a stage where you're on a Zeppelin. No, that actually would have been pretty cool to see. Oh, fuck off with the frickin' whip sword.
I said the skeletons were like, huh, these Belmonts are really good with whips. Maybe we should try using those.
I mean, they already had skeletons with whips. We didn't have whip swords until Iga. Okay, I don't think that's hog that I can jump on. Oh, come on!
It's always got to be the clock area, or the gear area. It's always got to be the gears.
I mean, this could be considered the clock tower. Keep thinking those guys are gonna get back up, but they don't. Fuck off, dude.
I'll tell you what's asinine. I don't know if I brought this up yet, but a while ago I saw a video from Watch Mojo talking about the top 10 worst Castlevania games.
Let me guess, they put in Castlevania 64.
I think they did? I forget which entry it was, but that video stays in my mind because of one reason. I think it was number 4 on the list, I think. But they had the audacity to put Castlevania Chronicles on there. And I was like, okay, why? Why is Castlevania Chronicles one of the worst Castlevania games? Okay. And you want to know what the reason was? You really want to know what their justification was for putting it on there?
It was too
I shit
hard.
you not. No. Their logic for putting Castlevania Chronicles in the top 10 worst Castlevania games is that it released on the same system as Symphony of the Night, and because it's a different type of game, it pales in comparison. That was their logic.
I mean, in a
because
way,
it committed the
I
sole
can
sin
understand
of
that,
releasing
but...
on the same system as Symphony of the Night.
Well, how am I going to get through this? Oh, like that.
And that's when I realized, I'm like, okay, I'm not taking this shit seriously anymore. I'm turning this video off.
Damn.
I'm not watching this anymore.
There still are some good Watch Mojo stuff out there, but oh no.
Frankenstein!
No, it's the creature. Don't get it confused.
Oh no, it's still right. You can still call him Frankenstein. You know
No,
why?
it's Frankenstein's monster. Why?
You want to know why you can still call him Frankenstein?
Why?
Because Frankenstein, the doctor, considered him his son. So, and Frankenstein is a last name. So if Frankenstein monster was like a son to him and was being viewed as a relative, he would still have the last name of Frankenstein.
Oh, don't.
So you can still call him that. It's a surname.
Oh, you.
So yeah, I will continue to call him Frankenstein.
Not around me, it won't. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves.
It's a nonsensical pet peeve. Doesn't need to exist. You can just realize, yeah, that's his last name, because it is. It's his last name. You can still call him that.
It might be his last name, but never once did he call him Frankenstein.
Okay, Marge.
Plus, in the
Okay,
game,
Marge.
he's the creature.
The creature named Frankenstein, yes.
For fuck's sake! Get... Oh my gosh.
You know what's funny? This brings up an interesting conversation when we talk about characters being quote-unquote in easy mode. People have said that about Maria in Rondo of Blood as well,
I mean,
and I never agreed with that. I don't agree with that, because even when I'm playing as her, I still have difficulty, and in fact, I I would even argue that playing as Maria is very cumbersome compared to Richter with how her attacks work. Same thing with Carrie, same thing with Eric, same thing with Alucard.
Carrie was fucking hard.
Yeah, and that's why I to this day, even though I love Castlevania 64, I've never finished a playthrough in Carrie's mode because for one, I don't care about her as a character, and two,
Ouch.
her gameplay sucks.
Why? Because she's a girl?
Yeah, exactly, because she's a girl. I don't like that trope in video games,
Sexist.
or at least in Castlevania.
Wait, really?
I like, yeah, hot take. I don't really like the idea of little girls being in Castlevania. I think it's corny as fuck.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's what makes them fun, though. I freaking mentioned that before. It's like they add a little bit of like fun to it. I've always
that'd be fine and all, but this is a franchise that is a otherwise rated M series where you have monsters brutally killing people with blood and gore, and these are monsters killing. It just doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't. I don't like the idea of playing as a little girl and getting mutilated by monsters. It doesn't sit right with me.
She's not really getting mutilated, though.
But she is, though. You get mutilated because these monsters have weapons on them. These weapons, they're gonna slice you up, they're gonna maul you, they're gonna tear you up, they're gonna kill you.
It.
Yeah, they don't show it, but it's implied, though. Because how else are they gonna kill you?
I don't like seeing kids get hurt either, but she's freaking fun.
But that's the implication, though. These are monsters, man. This is an adult series. You got monsters. There's blood.
And
there's
she's
gore.
Capable of taking things out. All these things are just weird.
Well, they're capable because it's a game. They have to be capable. But I just think it's corny. I just think the idea of putting a little girl in a series like this is just corny. I'm fine with Maria when she's aged up in Symphony of the Night. That's fine. But as a corny pink dress wearing fucking cutesy little goody two shoes character, no, that doesn't work with me. No.
I mean, they made it a little more realistic in the Chronicles version.
A little bit, yeah.
I think that version is a little she's a little harder to play with.
Yeah, she is.
Mostly because of Dracula's final form.
Yeah,
that'll
but
always be hard.
The point that I was getting at a second ago was that I don't really think that there is a true-to-form easy mode character in Castlevania that I can really think of, because they all have their own semblances of difficulty. I don't think any character necessarily makes the game easy mode, not even Alucard, because he's not. If you actually go play as Alucard in Castlevania 3, you'll realize he's one of the worst characters to play as because of the way they programmed his attacks. Yeah, Maria's not easy. Eric Lucard, I guess, but I mean, look, you're kind of eating shit right now. Is it really easy? Is it really easy mode if you're eating shit this much?
Really, thank you for making fun of my gameplay.
I don't know, man. You got 3 lives left,
dude.
Just an observation, man. Just observation. Just pointing shit out. Just pointing shit out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just pointing shit out.
Okay, well you can point shit out, but don't freaking.
Yeah, point shit out. Like how that castle in the background is Bram Castle. Yeah, there you go.
So. Oh my gosh! What the hell happened? Anyway.
Did I tell you that Konami blocked me?
Gee, I wonder why. Were you shit?
Well, specifically, they blocked my email. Cause there was a point when I think it was around the time when the collection came out, the anniversary collection. No, it was the Advanced Collection, yeah. And when they did the Advanced Collection, the developers, M2, they were like, hey, you know, we love working on Castlevania, and we'd love to deliver more Castlevania games to you guys, but that's not our decision. You need to make yourselves vocal to Konami. Let them know, let them know that you want more Castlevania. So I did. I emailed Konami one time. I emailed them once, and I was cordial. I was polite. I'm professional. I'm always professional when I email people. And I basically just said stuff like, hey, I loved the Advanced Collection. I loved the Anniversary Collection. I would love to see another collection from you guys. Just wanted to, because you guys said, hey, be more vocal. So I did. I'm taking this opportunity to be vocal about it. And so about a month passes, and then just to do it again, just to really hammer home the point that there's a demand for it, I decided to do it again. I wasn't harsh about it. I kept it professional.
Well, they probably have a
but I guess they were getting tired of me constantly asking for another collection, and so they blocked me. Which is kind of ironic because we did get another collection. We got the Dominus collection recently, so I got what I wanted.
They're probably like, quit complaining, damn it.
Well, now I want more. I want one more collection. Give me one more collection and I'm good, and I won't complain again.
Also, this guy's just freaking silly.
And actually, since we're on that discussion, talking about what the next collection could be, I think the consensus at this point is that it's going to be the 3D games. It's going to be Castlevania, Lament of Innocence, Curse of Darkness. It's a 50-50 if they're going to add Castlevania 64. I feel like they might, but I feel like the real question with Castlevania 64 is, are they going to include both versions?
Maybe.
Because to me, the high road answer is be like, oh, just put Legacy of Darkness. That's the director's cut version. That's the intended version. But the thing is, if you played both versions, there's things about both of them that you could honestly prefer over the other, and frankly, I kind of prefer Castlevania 64 sometimes, because the intro itself is iconic. I love the intro. I think the intro cinematic is way better. But there's also other things about it too that I prefer, I don't okay, this is also kind of a, I guess, preference thing. I don't like how in Legacy of Darkness that a lot of the changes that were made involve unnecessary puzzles. Legacy of Darkness has a bunch of puzzles I don't like, and I feel like Castlevania 64 is better in that aspect because there's only a couple puzzles in that whole game. But Legacy of Darkness just goes ham with the puzzle sequences, and I'm not a big fan of that. Another reason is that Legacy of Darkness, or at least for the longest time, until just recently, you're not allowed to play as other characters other than Cornell. Because no matter what file you pick, even if you unlock Reinhardt or Henry, even if you unlock the other characters on one file, you still have to play through Cornell's story mode if you pick a new file. It's not for the entire game. It's not permanent.
Yeah, well...
So... Right. But, until just recently, it was discovered that there's a variation on the Konami code that you can put in to unlock all the characters from the get-go.
Mr. Hammer with sunglasses figured that out, and then he shit-talked Bloodstain.
Right. But yeah, now that that's been found, I guess I can't really make that comparison too much anymore. I mean, even though it's still technically true, you still technically do have to play as Cornell every time if you start a new file.
Well,
if you put in the cheat code, then you can go ahead and play as Reinhardt, and ooh, I love this hallway.
I do too, it's pretty cool. It's a little blinding, but...
anyway, back to the discussion about the collection. So I posed this question to people before, and I've asked, okay, what do you think we're gonna get if they do another? Well, when they do, because I know they're gonna give us another one. When we do get the 3D games, because I feel like the ones that are given, we're definitely gonna get the PS2 ones. We're definitely getting those. I feel like that's absolutely out of the question. The big question though, and people have suggested this. People were like, oh, they could put Legends. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I feel like they're not going to do that for a couple reasons.
You mean
one,
Legends?
I feel like that game specifically is very different compared to the 3D games, especially for like the consistency they might be trying to go with. It just kind of feels out of place. And two, I feel like it'd be kind of a bad idea to do that, because if you're gonna have a collection with Lament of Innocence in it, which is the origin story, by the way, if you're gonna have people that are new to the series coming into this series trying to play that game to get the origin story, and then they go and play something like Legends, and they're like, wait a minute, who's Sonya? Wait, why is she in love with Alucard? Wait, they have a son named Trev. Wait, what's going on here? I thought Leon was the first Belmont. Wait, what? What's going on here?
But
it's just gonna get confusing.
Before, didn't they?
The what?
Legends. Didn't they already have Legends in one of the packs?
No, they didn't.
They didn't?
No. Legends was never in any of the collections.
I thought they had it in the Advance one.
No. Advance Collection has the 3 Game Boy Advance titles in Dracula X.
Well, it wouldn't make sense why they put a 2D game with a 3D game. So, right there, they probably wouldn't do that.
Right, that's why I said they probably wouldn't do that because of that. It'd just stick out like a sore thumb. But I'm like, yeah, I get it. They want it, like, frankly, if they were going to put Legends in any collection, it should have been the Anniversary Collection, because that's where all the other games are at. That's probably where it would have fit best. But they didn't do that. Now, on that same token, though, I would have suggested something like Chronicles. Now, even though that's a 2D game, it at least is, you know, canonical, quote-unquote, because it's Simon. But it's also somewhat consistent because it has Ayami Kojima artwork. It was worked on by Igarashi. So, it's consistent in that sense. So I would at least love to see Chronicles maybe get in, maybe, as the wild card game. Now here's the thing, and this is something that this is tough to speak on now, because unfortunately the Dominus collection has now set a bizarre precedent now with the Haunted Castle Revisited, the remake. So now people are asking, if they do another collection, are they going to give us another remake of some kind? Because now that they've done that, now we're kind of led to believe that they're going to do it again. So now the question is, if they do another remake, what's it gonna be?
Hopefully a Legacy of Darkness one. It'll take a while, but
I think, well, I doubt that's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna remake that. I think, frankly, I find that when they do these remakes, like these Rebirth-style games, I find they tend to do them with games that are notoriously difficult or unfair. They did that with The Adventure, which, yeah, that game is fucking bullshit. They did the same thing with Haunted Castle, and yeah, the arcade game is fucking bullshit. I think that remakes need to go to games that deserve it, that need a remake to give them proper justice. I think if they do another remake, it would be amazing if they remade Simon's Quest. I feel like that needs a proper chance, because that game's canonical. That's the second chapter of Simon's story. And I feel like that game has a pretty bad reputation on the internet, and it has for decades now. And I feel like if they really want to cement this chapter in Simon's story and make it really feel more concrete and consistent with the storyline, they need to give that game proper justice. They need to really make that game feel like it's part of the chronology. I feel like a remake could do that. And I'd be curious to see how they could do it. Castlevania 3 remake would be nice. That's something that everybody's been asking for, is for a Castlevania 3 remake. That could also use a remake too. Or you know what? Even Order of Shadows could use a remake. That game desperately needs a remake. But yeah, I guess I'd have to say, if I had to give my opinion, I would say when it comes to the next collection, I would say we're definitely getting Lament of Innocence. We're definitely getting Curse of Darkness. We might get the N64 games, if not both of them. And as for the remake, if there is a remake, I want to assume it's going to be something like Castlevania 3, or Simon's Quest, it's going to be a remake of some kind. But yeah, I think that's going to be my consensus on that.
Why the hell do Flameheads sound like that? Yeah, maybe a remake of Order of Shadows would be nice. I'm actually surprised that nobody made like a fan remake of that themselves.
Because it's so dog shit. No one wants to touch it.
Well, I mean, like, make it from the ground up. People have been known to do that. I think somebody made, like, a remake of Legends, I think. Let's see. This guy. Get your kneecap. Ow. I didn't like that. Oh. Get over here! Not today. Gotcha. I don't know. I really want to see like a 3D collection, but I don't know, part of me believes that they wouldn't do it. Aside from like the N64 games, it only has like the two PS2 games, and that's about it. Well, I feel like it... I don't know, I feel like it'd be a bit jarring to have like two older games next to two more updated games. They would probably feel that... Damn it, I don't know what the word is for it.
Well, I mean,
Awkward.
They put, like, with the Advance Collection, they put Dracula X with the Game Boy Advance games, so you could argue that that's a little bit out of place.
Yeah, very. I don't know, maybe then. If they did that, then I guess. I don't know.
Now, the real question, because people have asked me this too, they're like, well, do you think they're going to put Judgment? I think that's going to be a standalone remaster if they decide to bring that game back. I don't think that's going to be put in the collection, because even though that's a 3D game, that is a very different type of game. I don't think that game fits in a collection.
Sadly, I don't think they're going to do like a remake. Have they ever done like a, not counting like Chronicles and stuff, have they ever done like a proper remake?
Yeah, Adventure Rebirth. Super Castlevania 4 is a remake.
Well, it's not.
Chronicles is a remake.
I said not including that, but
Dracula X Chronicles is a remake.
I don't know if you can count Rebirth as like an actual. I hate this one. It's like an actual. It's like an actual thing because it's not really that faithful to the actual adventure game. Plus, it's not canon.
I mean, yeah, it's a remake. It's a through and through remake.
Well, it's its own thing, though. Fuck's sake, man, stop!
I mean, it has consistencies with the original, though. It's got like it's got the eyeball enemies. It's got the fly trap enemies that shoot stuff at you. It's got I mean, you play as Christopher. It's called The Adventure Rebirth. If it was just called Castlevania Rebirth, that'd be different, but it's explicitly called The Adventure Rebirth. Like, it's a remake of The Adventure.
I know, but it's not like a one-to-one remake. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, that's the point. That's the point of being a remake. It doesn't have to be one-to-one. It's a remake. If it was a remaster, that'd be different, but it isn't.
I freaking love that track.
I mean, The Adventure only had, like, 4 stages. I'm sure they wanted to make it at least a little bit longer. They wanted to make more stages. They wanted to expand it a little bit, because if they were only going to remake those 4 stages, it would have been a very short game.
Well, that's... I don't know.
But no, going back to, I think they could even do... Like, I think the PS2 games by themselves have enough merit to be a collection on their own, because, just because of the Netflix show. Like, Curse of Darkness has Hector in it. People would love to play that game just to see where Hector came from, and Isaac. Same thing with Lament of Innocence. Lament of Innocence by itself has enough merit just by the fact that it's the origin story. So people that are getting into Castlevania who just want to know what the origin story is will just play that game and be like, oh, so that's how it all started. And as for like what comes with it, as for what other games they want to include, I mean, at this point, it really is just like a wild card. They could put whatever they want at this point, because the only games we have left are Chronicles, Legends, the 64 games, Judgment. Yeah, kind of just a few wild card games that don't really necessarily fit anywhere else. And I don't even know if you could really make a collection out of those that make it worth a damn. So yeah, I guess they kind of just have to throw in whatever. They might do that. They might just they might just call it like, oh yeah, this is the next collection, and here's just a bunch of random Castlevania games that are just left over, just because. Because we didn't have the intuition to put these games in the Anniversary Collection. Like, frankly, they should have put Chronicles in the Anniversary Collection, and they should have put Legends in the Anniversary Collection. Those would have fit perfectly in there, but they didn't.
They should have put the 3D remake of Rondo of Blood in Requiem, but they didn't do that either.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't know why they did. And it's funny that you say that, because I think I captured a screenshot a while ago. It's funny how they did that, because it's literally in the same engine as Dracula X Chronicles. Like, it's like they literally took the game, and they just took the main game out. That's all they did. Because one day I was fiddling with the settings. I was messing with the options on Requiem, and a glitch happened. And when this glitch happened, it showed the window talking about, like, oh, you don't have a memory card. Or something like, oh, we can't save to this system, or like the memory stick. It's the memory stick prompt that shows up when you first boot up the game on the PSP. And it was still left over in Requiem. I was like, okay. Yeah. So that tells me that they just didn't want to go through the effort.
I hate this room.
Yeah, this kind of sucks.
It's funny.
I like to just stay at the bottom for this room. I like to just stay at the bottom.
What's funny, because when I first emulated this, and yes, I emulated this game, I actually thought that this was some kind of glitch.
Oh.
Like the game was bugged out or something. But no, that's how it comes. That's how it comes packaged.
Underrated theme here, by the way. Calling from Heaven.
No, I like this one. It's a very fitting, like, final area. Well, it's not really the final
I've heard people make comparisons to this. Where like, oh, this is like a proto Leon's theme, and it kind of sounds like a little bit. It's kind of got like the same kind of like beat to it, kind of like the same rhythm a little bit.
How does this even work anyway in like a real life situation? Obviously they couldn't put this in the Netflix series.
Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to bring this up. This is another possibility, but it's a very, very, very slim possibility that this could happen. If in this supposed 3D collection, oh god, in this supposed 3D collection, there is a very, very slim possibility that they could bring back Castlevania the Arcade. They could. And the reason why I say they could is
Oh.
because we've seen... Because the thing about the arcade is that it's a light gun rail shooter type game.
Yeah.
And you'd think it wouldn't work. You'd think, oh, there's no way they could do that. But in recent years, we've seen a number of these light gun shooters make it to consoles, like House of the Dead 1 and 2. So it can work. It can definitely work. And recently, the game was just discovered, like someone dumped the game online, so it's definitely accessible. It's out in the public now. So, part of me wants to wonder if Konami has the power or the ability to just make it happen. In the next collection, let's bring back the arcade, and because I think the arcade, even to someone like me, the arcade is probably one of the most, like, obscure Castlevania games that not a lot of people have played, even hardcore fans haven't played.
I played it.
I mean, now you can because it's out there now, but...
I streamed it once. It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fun.
It is fun. Oh, even the controls are fuck me.
Yep, I hate this part. I hate this part. But yeah, I do think it is possible, but it's very slim. I don't know if... it's up in the air. It's definitely up in the air if that's ever gonna happen. Oh god! And you got it.
Yes, I do. Fuck this castle. The only thing going for it's the music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. The sprinting armor.
Oh yeah, the knights that run at you from each end.
Let's double team him. Oh, he didn't run after me. It's like football players. But yeah, I thought it was pretty fun, and with the Switch, you could definitely play with that.
I've seen people talk about this too,
What?
in regards to Lament of Innocence, because I know with some of these collections, oh god, we're getting to the end, we're almost done.
Yeah,
Already, we're almost done. But this would be a good opportunity for Konami to re-release the fabled Lament of Innocence manga that's been lost to time, if they even have
There's a
access to
manga?
that. Yeah, there's a manga. It's considered lost media because little is known about it outside of like the main cover art. I think there's like 2 of them. There's like 2 different manga, but literally nobody has any info on them because there's just nothing.
They're not like a
They exist.
or anything?
Yeah, they're like in Japan, but there's like nobody has them. Like nobody has screenshots of them. Nobody has physical copies of them. They're just lost to time. So the hope is that maybe Konami has access to them somehow. I don't know if they would because I'm pretty sure those manga are like done through like third-party sources and like different people entirely. But it'd be something.
This thing is annoying.
Gotta love the end game boss rush, the boss gauntlet. Mega Man loves to do these.
I was just talking about this stupid I was just talking about the gargoyle. Yeah, not that many bosses in this game. It's almost like another game had way more bosses in them.
Well, these are main bosses, that's the thing. There were quite a few mid bosses in here.
There were more main bosses in the 4th game. And you didn't have to do a boss rush. I never liked boss rushes anyway.
Yeah, neither do I, because it's padding.
Well,
It's padding. It's unnecessary padding. Like you could be fighting death right now. Like he's right there. You could be poking him with your trident, but instead he's making you go through this arduous task of having to refight all the bosses that you just beat.
Well, Mega Man, it works because you got all them power-ups and you're pretty much unstoppable at that point.
Well, I don't even think there's much use of it there either. Because it's just, you already beat these guys. You already have their powers. Why are we fighting them again?
I don't know. Adding.
I don't really think there's any point for a boss gauntlet at all, unless it has like some narrative or contextual purpose. Like, oh, I brought them back from the dead. Oh, I have necromancy powers. Oh, man, yeah, try again. Or if it's like, oh, they weren't dead after all. They're actually still alive. But it's just, no, it's just, yeah, you already killed these guys, but we're gonna make you fight them again just for the sake of padding. That way you're not just done with the game so fast.
I mean, it worked. Mega Man became a huge hit after that.
Yeah,
I'm not hitting your other cards, dude. Do I have to?
Yeah, you have to. You gotta...
That's stupid.
Yeah, but luckily it's not even an attack. He shoots one thing at you and it's done. You just dodge it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and you're just like a Pokemon.
Big old nothing burger. Nothing burger of an attack.
Crap.
Also, yeah, gotta love how they ripped the sprite blatantly for the Red Death in Vampire Survivors.
Whoa, they brought this back. Yeah, I know.
They claim they didn't. The developers really claim they didn't, that they didn't do that, but it's quite apparent that yes, they did.
Die.
Because I saw an interview, like, I looked up, because I was curious, I looked up an interview with him, he was like, oh yeah, I had a sprite maker. I had a guy who was in charge of making the sprites, and he said that he got a sprite pack somewhere that had all these sprites for the various monsters and shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it turns out that he did get feedback. He did get feedback from people talking about how a lot of the sprites looked like they were from Castlevania. And he claims that he edited those sprites to make them look different, but not really, because they're still there. There's a bunch of sprites in Vampire Survivors that are still blatantly ripped from Castlevania with no variations whatsoever, with no alterations. It's ridiculous. And I'm not trying to throw shade at him, it's fascinating to me because I want to know how it happened.
No, that's okay. I
want to know how the hell it happened, and I want to know like more behind the development history because it's a successful game. It's a really successful game, and it's just the fact that they're not being transparent about it. Because, you know, Konami, you know, ouch, by all accounts, they have every right to sue the fuckers. Because that's their fucking property. They have every right to sue them and say, hey, you took our sprites, you took our assets and put them in your game. You know, we're liable to sue you, but they didn't do that.
That's why I feel like sometimes they just don't care about their own properties.
I've mentioned this before, I think it really is just a case of Konami seeing profit in it. Because Konami's MO for the past few years has just been to whore out their IPs to every developer possible for crossovers. Look how many crossovers Castlevania has had for these past, like, 5 years. It's ridiculous. And so I think this is just another case of like, oh, hey, we can do another crossover with these guys and make more money. Get more traffic for the IP, why not? It's working. It's a really popular game, why not? Just let them have it. And yeah, it probably is a mix of them not really giving a shit. Because Konami never really gives a shit when it comes to, like, fan games or, like, reusing assets from their stuff. They don't... Konami is not the type of developer to do, like, cease and desists. They don't really do stuff like that. Elizabeth Bertley.
I don't fully remember how this works.
Like, literally, you just treat it like it's that one wizard fight, like the water wizard fight from earlier. You just treat it like that. It's literally the same.
Well, I got it now.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like I'm fighting Shaft a little bit. Still can't believe they named that guy Shaft.
The Dark Priest Shaft. I want to know what the inspiration behind that name was, like why they went with that, because it's such a weird name.
Uh-oh. Whoa! So that's what happens. Well, you could either think of the black guy's Shaft, or you can think of the, you know, the other Shaft.
You can think of both of them. There you go.
Oh, what? I didn't know she was just gonna change up like that. Oh wait, we're starting off with this? Oh, right. Nope. It's kind of hoping we're gonna start off with that, but no such luck. Ow. Don't touch me!
Don't touch me, motherfucker.
6 foot rule. I wonder if it was, his name was something else in the Japanese version. 'Cause I don't think Shaft would be a Japanese name.
Shaft. Shafuto. Yeah. Guess they just call him Shafuto.
Wait, is that like an actual... Did you actually
Yeah,
find
that's
something on that?
Yeah, that's on the Castlevania wiki.
What?
Shafuto.
I'd like to talk to whoever was in charge of coming up with names.
Wonder if they, let me see if they have any, like, trivia on him at the bottom.
Named him Shaft because he looks kind of like a dick. Whoa.
Okay, that's fascinating.
What?
According to a post by David Cox on Facebook, in the Lords of Shadow universe, Zobek is an amalgamation of Shaft and Death. I mean, I knew he was Death, because I played Lords of Shadow 2, and I knew that he was Death the whole time. But I wasn't aware that he was supposed to be Shaft at the same time. Alright.
Bye-bye! Oh. Can I wear your dress? I mean, I already look feminine. Yeah, this Castlevania 4 you got to hear at the beginning of the stage. This one you had to wait all the way at the end. It's not even an actual stage. Ooh. I need health in a major way. Whoa. Yeah, that kind of caught me off guard. Yeah, even in this game, Dracula's purple. Like, what is with that?
Purple with orange hair.
Whoa. Ow. Shit.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
What's up?
It says his name may be a miswriting of the German suffix "schaft," which equates as hood or ship, like brotherhood or partnership.
Oh. So it's Shaft, then?
It's supposed to be like "schaft" with like an SCH. Like shaft. Yeah.
I guess they really
That's,
gave him the shaft on that one.
Yeah.
Boy. Oh, hey, Drolta. You're not black this time, you're purple.
Yeah, it just randomly shows up. Just unceremoniously shows up out of nowhere in the middle of Dracula's fight. Like a lot of other people, I just assumed this to be Dracula, just in a second phase where he's just flying around.
It was like a little wizard Yoda thing.
Yeah, and then after you beat Drolta, he comes back and he goes into his final form. And that's it. I didn't even know Drolta was a character in this game for a while because of that. I was like, who the fuck is Drolta? Who are you talking about? And they're like, wait a minute, it's the second phase of the Dracula fight? Oh, okay. And there you go, she's gone. And Dracula comes back.
Unceremoniously.
Yeah, there he is.
Mr. Dracula with a mouth crotch. Crap. Don't touch me with a mouth crotch. Okay. Man, it's hard to get a read on this guy. I mean, I think she's mentioned in the manual, Drolta, I mean, but like yesterday, who has the manual these days? Yeah, it kind of looks like it has a big nose in this game. Kind of looks like Ganondorf a little bit.
I've seen people make comparisons to that one Darkstalkers character that, forget his name, he's like a buff-looking vampire dude with the same kind of haircut. And people made comparisons to that.
Never played Darkstalkers. All I know about it is Felicia and a werewolf dude. Fuck. What? Really, lady? I don't want your cookies. Get away from me. Get away!
Oh, would you rather me take this robe off and put on my platform shoes?
Anything but that. Come on, Dracula, let me stab you in your crotch. You didn't like that. Wait. Can I really do this?
Yeah. I was gonna mention that that's kind of how I fight him. You can kind of stun lock him against the wall, and he won't really have much of a chance to move.
Oh, thank you for telling me that.
I don't know, I just assumed you found it. I just assumed you knew.
Dude, I think I've said before that I haven't played this game in a long time.
Yeah, right here. Okay, so when he does this attack,
Ow.
if you jump over that fire attack every time and hit him, you can stun lock him and get into a rhythm of that. It's kind of tricky, but yeah, if you can jump over that every time and just hit him, you got it.
Wow. Wait. Can I go back down and... Ah! Oh, but I can't get another power-up, can I? I guess not. I can do this. You guys need to have faith in me. It's funny how they didn't release Castlevania 4 or Dracula X on the Super Nintendo app for the Switch, but they released this game for the Sega Genesis one.
Did they?
Yeah,
on
they
the
did.
Genesis online? That's weird.
Yeah. I thought the reason why they didn't do that is because it was in the collection they made, but no, it's like right there. I just have to not take damage from this bitch. There we go. It's funny because I think she actually gets killed by Alucard at the end of Nocturne. Literally throwing teeth out of his mouth vagina. His mouth vagina.
His Drac hussy.
It's pink. Whoa! Oh no, he's hopping mad. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright.
Yeah.
That probably would have creeped
Did
me out as a
it.
kid, actually. Yes, I did. Took one continue, but I did it. This game is still hard.
But that's what makes it good. I would much rather have a hard game than a boring one.
Dude.
Had to throw one final shot.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get one final shot off of you in a minute. Like, I had never gotten a life bonus before. I almost did at the first area, but... stupid knight kicked me. And we played on extreme so we can see the rest of it. Thus, Eric has fulfilled his destiny as a vampire hunter. Wow, is that really how you look? Now he must venture forth into the greater unknowns. Wait, did he leave a spear behind? What the heck, dude? You need that later.
She's just gonna leave it there like the Master Sword?
I guess. Oh, Vampire Killer stab this time. Okay, I do love the music here, but it really doesn't hold a candle to looking back on all the stuff that you did. Armor Battler, cool. Yeah, I mean, I do have a better perspective on this game now. It's definitely more action heavy, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think that 4 is the better game. I will admit, I do like how everything pops in this game. I have grown to really like it. Really like the colors. It actually inspires me a little bit.
Yeah, don't you like the fact that not every enemy in the game is cream colored?
Dude, do you really have to do that? I didn't trash talk any of the stuff that you're into. Here's
I mean, you can. You can, and I'd probably agree with you.
I don't want to, because I'm not a dick.
You can acknowledge that something's flawed and still like it. I mean, I like Duke Nukem Forever. I like Simon's Quest. I like Aliens Colonial Marines.
Okay, well, Simon's Quest, it's just boring.
Yeah, there you go. And you're
keep
saying that because it can be a boring game. I like it.
You keep fading out of existence, also. Death. This lady. Hey, Faye. Medusa. It's really weird that's like her final form, though, because Medusa's always been like a separate monster.
Yeah, so I'm like...
Uncle D. Dracula. Nobody else. No Trota or Crotch Demon.
I guess that's also contributing to that too, as to why I never realized she was a character, because they don't even reference her in the credits.
Yeah, you are a master.
You are the master of the vampire killer. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely am.
Got a game over.
Also, shut up. Also, this came out when I was born, so that's kind of cool. But again, I didn't know anything about this until we got shown the wonderful world of emulators.
I think the first time I played this game was on the PSP through emulation. Same thing with 4. I played it through emulation on PSP. PSP was an emulation powerhouse.
Not all games though.
Well, not really. It was more of a hacking powerhouse, not necessarily an emulation powerhouse. It was easy to hack, I guess is what I was trying to say. Yeah, let's play a real game.
Dude, I'm
Let's
gonna
play a real game.
Step into the shadows of the Hell House. Yeah, nice. Simon's Quest. Not even Castlevania on there. Oh my gosh. Look at the freaking colors, man. Look at this. This is ugly. First thing to do in this town is
just to buy a white crystal.
Don't buy a black
one. First thing to do in this town is to suck my lung.
"13 clues will solve Dracula's riddle." Gee, thanks. Write that one down. Rumor has it, comma, the ferryman at Dead River loves garlic. Oh wait, no, you're I became an old man's voice. What are you buying? No, I don't know. Yeah, 100 hearts, I gotta go out and grind my ass off.
I drew that guy earlier today.
Well, that was the Oak State guy.
Well, yeah, Oak still up, they're all the same guy. Design-wise, they're all the same salesman dude.
Yeah, it's
sell
like they
you
didn't
stuff.
try very hard on the character stuff. The enemies are very one-dimensional, very simple.
But they're all one-dimensional and simple. What are you talking about? They've always been one-dimensional and simple. Skeletons throw bones at you. They walk around. They do contact damage. They've always been that way.
And not how they were like more frisky in the first game. More of a pain in the ass. Here,
I mean, yeah, I
they
guess this.
walk
I mean,
back
yeah, in
and
this one
forth.
they don't really do much. They do just kind
Yeah.
of pace back and forth. But
Ooh,
I like the sound effects at
wolfman
least, and
hops.
like
These guys, ooh, they hop out of the water. Cool. Yeah, this is an amazing game. It's almost like I don't want to blow my brains out.
Look, it's everyone's favorite song. It's Bloody Tears. Doesn't that make you happy?
Yeah, over and over again. Oh, what a horrible night. Yeah.
This is also overblown. I don't think this is that
Yeah.
bad.
Take a minute to get a drink.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's actually
it
kind of.
is.
I think it's
It is.
nice to have a breather every once in a while. It gives you a nice little like break
my
to look
gosh,
at your
dude.
phone. Give you a break to do something.
Is someone,
We live in an
is
we live
someone
in an era
paying
with
you?
loading times. We like I grew up with games that had loading screens that took like a minute. This takes like 10 seconds. Come on, it ain't that bad.
Are you?
They ain't that bad.
Are you seriously
It's
being
overplayed.
paid by Konami right now? I don't even think I'm gonna be able to get the good ending. I just know I'm not gonna be able to get it because I can hardly remember anything about this game.
You're not gonna make progress, period, because you didn't buy the white crystal at first.
I'm grinding.
You don't need to grind.
Yet I need hearts.
You start with 50, and the white crystal costs 50. You could have bought it immediately at the start.
Okay, well I can get a better whip at least.
Not now. You don't. You don't want to do that. It's
Why?
actually better to wait till you get to the next town and get the chain whip.
Well, where? Fuck off.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Oh, but this game is super duper.
It is super duper.
Ah, look at that.
It's super
graphic
duper cryptic.
glitch up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. It's almost like they didn't shit this game out on a moment's notice. Oh yeah, I still
Well, you don't like that. You don't like the sound effect when you hit enemies. It goes. You don't like that.
I mean, that's
like-
nice, but I'm sorry, dude. I just don't have the same love as you do for this.
You're going on an adventure. It's Simon's Quest. We're going on a quest with Simon Belmont. Yeah, we're going on a quest. It's free roam. It's open world. This was a Metroidvania before Metroidvanias were a thing.
Yeah, that's great, but it cannot hold a candle to Zelda 2, which I'd honestly rather
Yeah.
play right now. I can only jump at you. I can't do anything else. Oh, scary.
I take it back. This is. You know what? I take it back. I was wrong. This is my favorite Castlevania game of all time.
I'm gonna kick your ass, dude. You're just doing that to spite me. Well, I guess the guys who made Lords of Shadow love this game because apparently Gabriel's outfit was based off of Simon's.
Yeah, that. The fact that Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And nothing else. Give me...
They certainly love Castlevania 64 because they reference Schneider. They made the spirit of Schneider like an ability in Mirror of Fate.
Well, that's about it. Wow, look at this. The colors are really popping. Just look how they blend with the character. Okay, where's that stupid white crystal? Fucking white crystal. Put that damn white crystal up my ass. No, seriously, where the hell is
Well,
it?
that's Well, that's a little unusual.
What?
Normally, Mr. fucking Crystal Salesman's supposed to be up toward the right.
Oh, did I glitch this out? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, right there, yeah.
Back when you're still able to mod Brawl, but, when I was able to put mods in a Smash Bros. Brawl, they actually had a stage of this whole place. It's actually pretty cool. I think it covered, it covered the Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong stage. It's actually pretty cool. It was fun watching these guys walk around while I was knocking people out.
I plan on drawing these villagers at some point.
I mean, it's not going to be hard. They only have like a few of them.
Yeah, there's only like 3 or 4 different ones. Got that guy with the cane. You got the normal villager dude.
The
got
guy I can't tell if oh, everybody disappears. Okay, I can't tell what he's wearing. If he's like doesn't have like he has like a sleeveless shirt or something.
I like to assume that that's a sleeveless shirt, like he's wearing like a toga or something.
Yeah, same with this guy. Like he's wearing
a shirt. Like he's got like a short sleeve shirt or something.
Yeah, he's got but he's got like over the knee.
He's wearing a tunic.
Shorts. Okay, I need the holy water though. That is mandatory. No. I'll trust your judgment on this.
Would you care for a thorn whip?
Sure, in my ass. Okay, where's the holy water at?
Holy water is in the right.
Turn right. Okay. Jova Woods.
The Jova Woods. It's in the right side of the village, up on the staircase.
Oh, okay.
Next to where you bought the white crystal at.
I do like that little Easter egg though, in Rondo of Blood when you first go into.
Oh, Algeba.
Yeah.
Saying that this is the town that you were at. Yeah.
Want to buy holy water?
Want to buy holy water?
Not enough hots, stranger.
Would you care for a free lollipop? Would I? Would you? Would I? Would you? Would I?
No.
Would you?
Would I what?
Care for a free lollipop? Would I? Would you?
So I'm already like one day in.
Yep.
It doesn't even... Does it like... Oh, okay, it does keep track of time.
Yeah. You get a week.
I know, but I didn't notice the clock up there before. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There you go. That's what you get. That's what you get for naysaying me.
Naysaying what?
This whole game.
That's... No. This game is literally trolling.
This game is saying talk shit, get hit.
Oh, what? And it just works for you because you're kissing its ass?
Yeah.
It just really makes me want to play those fan remakes, because I know they have quite a few of them. There's one that I played, but... Wow. Certain parts are hard, and the guy who was making it didn't exactly listen to my advice, so... Yeah.
I'm aware of the fan remakes and like the ROM hacks. One thing, like, I know they address the fan translations, they address the mistranslations and the cryptic clues. That's all well and good. But my biggest issue with this game isn't necessarily with the clues, because once you figure out the cryptic bullshit, that's one thing. My issue with this game is the map system. And I don't know if they figured out a way to address that. I don't know if the remakes have addressed the map, because that's my biggest problem with this game, is the clusterfuck of a map. Because the map layout makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going, Sonny.
How do I... Oh, there we go. I don't know where I'm going either. I'm just going.
You gotta go in the mansion that you were just in.
I can't.
Get that.
There's no...
yeah, you can. Go back. Go back. You can do it.
I can't because I don't have the blue crystal.
You don't need the blue crystal to go up there. Go back and do it. Let me show you something. Go back. Because believe it or not, the platform is still there. It's invisible though. You can get on it.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just...
What?
Oh. Because you had to equip the white crystal. You don't need the blue crystal. You just need to equip it.
I thought I... Oh my gosh, I hate this game.
No. You need the blue crystal to kneel at the lake, and it lowers. This you need the white crystal for, and even then you don't even really need to equip it because that platform is still there. It's just invisible.
Oh yeah, sure. Just jump in and pray to God that I don't fall in the water below.
No, you don't even have to do that. You can just stand next to the platform, like at the very edge of the platform, and just keep jumping up and down, and eventually the platform will pick you up. You don't even have to do any like leaps of faith or anything.
Oh, and here goes the stupid slimes.
Yeah, I think they're like the worst enemy in this game. They're hard to deal with.
And the fact you need to keep doing this shit.
No, not in this part you don't. There's only a handful of parts where this comes up, and actually, they're pretty smart about this. There's a few times where if it does show up, a good thing you can do for this is wait for the enemies to walk in front of you, and if they pace back and forth, that means there's a platform there's a fake block in front of you. So if you see a skeleton in front of you, and if he decides to randomly turn around for no reason, that means there's a fake block in front of him. So pay attention for that.
But that's not always how it is, though.
It is always how it is.
No, I mean there's not always an enemy around.
Right. But right here, there's no invisible blocks here. I can already tell you that right now. There's none here.
Well, I also don't play this game religiously. I'm not insane.
I know, that's what I'm telling you. There's not any here.
I love Castlevania, but I'm not that insane.
Yeah, but you are insane enough to say that Castlevania 4 is... Oh, God.
It is. In all honesty, that's Simon's real quest.
Yeah, Simon's quest to get a better game. I'm just working on what you give me.
Well,
I'd rather play E.T. on the Atari.
Oh my gosh, dude. Part of me feels like you're
I'd rather
just
play Dr.
trying
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
No, that can't be true. Part of me feels like you're really just trying to push my buttons, dude.
Okay, now coming up, there are 2 fake blocks on the upper platform above you, right in front. Yeah.
Thank you. Getting that revolver ready now.
I think we're gonna just go ahead and end the stream once we beat the mansion.
You don't know that.
Don't know what.
What are you? Do you not believe in me that much?
Well, I mean, you don't sound particularly enthusiastic about playing this.
I mean, I said I'd play it if it would shut you up. And try to get like a fresh look, but
Well,
unfortunately
I
right
mean-
now it's not really happening.
well, I
Not
mean, as
yet,
much as I
anyway.
would love to, well, as much as I would love to continue playing this and like help you through it, I still don't really know my whole way through it either. Like, I probably know like the first 75% of the way through the game, but I'm still kind of iffy on that. I still need to do a few more repeat playthroughs of this before I do it on my own again. But yeah, because again, the game's map system sucks. So I know the game mostly, but when we get toward like the later half of the game, I'm probably going to be as confused as you are.
You keep saying map system like this game has one.
Well,
I'm
well
curious
structure,
about
like map
that.
layout, map structure, like the layout of the game, like the layout of the world, like the world layout sucks.
Oh, okay, so it's
Because
just the
places
world
just
layout.
lead places with no like real consistency and no like real rhyme or reason. You just go places into the next screen. It just takes you into somewhere where like contextually doesn't fit.
Just somewhere
Like you go down
better-
into a cave,
to a better game.
you go into a cave system, and then the next screen you're in a village.
Ah, that was a good investment.
Invest in an oak steak, yes. That's right, waste your money.
Not if it's an actual oak steak. Be delicious. Yeah, it's high in
Yes,
carbs.
oak smoked, an oak smoked steak.
Those are very good.
It's the now down here. There are going to be some invisible platforms. And this is the part where you'd want to watch out for the enemies. So watch the skeletons in front of you. They're going to tell you.
Hey, watch out! There's an invisible block over there.
A little further. Right there.
Me.
Right there. Okay, you see it?
Yeah, but okay.
There you go.
And now he's gone.
That's it.
I think, didn't this game have like a map, but I guess it didn't really make sense? What are you doing back here?
No, it didn't have a map. It doesn't have a map.
Well, I mean, the booklet didn't have like a...
Oh, yeah, I think it did have a map in the booklet, but yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense there either.
Oh, counts doesn't make sense. There we go.
Yes, and now you now possess.
Dracula's rib. That's nice. Ribs. It's like the first Castlevania game where you get a shield.
One of the only Castlevania games where you have a shield.
No, you get one in Symphony of the Night.
I mean, like as a Belmont, I guess.
What the heck? Okay, I have a feeling that these blocks are bad. I don't know why I just fell through them anyway. What is going on there?
I don't know, just glitch.
Oh, but yeah, this game is a hell of a lot better than Castlevania 4, which has next
I know,
to no
right?
glitches.
I know, right? Guys, this guy right here is based as fuck. Okay, well, you already leveled up, so you don't really have to do any grinding here.
I mean, you can't level up anyway. I mean, it helps to have more hearts, though, so I can buy a whole bunch of shit.
Well, no, I'm saying that you already leveled up. You already leveled up one time, so you can't grind anymore here. Because normally people would choose to grind in a mansion because time doesn't pass here.
But you can't grind in a mansion.
You can.
For hearts, yeah. But you don't.
Yeah,
gain
for
X-
levels. You grind when you grind per level. You can grind in a mansion once per level. But once you've already if you've already leveled up in a mansion, you can't level up anymore though, is what I'm saying.
Wait,
But since
really?
you've already leveled up once, you've already leveled up for this area. So there's no point in grinding here because you've already leveled up once for this area.
I did not know that. Also,
Yeah.
what the hell?
What?
This led
There's
me
nothing?
over... Yeah, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
We're gonna need this to...
Oh, no, that's because... Oh, it's... Yeah, you're at the entrance. Just go back up the stairs and leave. You're at the...
I get that, but this damn thing led me all the way here.
It's a fucking Nintendo game, man!
I can only defend Nintendo games so much, dude. Again,
Here's an NES game.
thank God I did
dumb
not grow
bullshit.
up with this game. I think if I played this, I probably wouldn't touch another Castlevania game ever again. And Dracula 3 was hard, that's saying a lot. Ah, yes, still nighttime.
Yeah, you got the body part.
Oh, gosh. This almost feels like it was made by a separate party, though. I wonder if that was the case, if somebody else was working on this while they were doing the third game.
Did you know, Mr. Torrance, that you are going the wrong direction?
Oh, wait. Okay, first off, Torrance is not my name. Secondly, what do you mean I'm going the wrong way?
You're going the wrong way.
Where am I supposed to go?
You gotta backtrack.
What about the whip upgrade? Ow.
You're not going to the whip upgrade. You're going to a completely different area.
Okay, throw me right there in front of the skeleton. Good.
Yeah, you gotta backtrack to, you're gonna backtrack to the point where you see a staircase going into a cavern area.
Take a drink. Take a piss.
Drip, drip, drip.
But yeah, even with the colors and everything in this game, it just doesn't look as good as the older ones. Like they do pop out, but not in a good way. There's like way too much black.
What, was there something wrong with too much black?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, I don't like black, okay? There we go.
Yeah,
you want me to say it? You want to call me out as a racist? I don't like black. Ask Gray, he'll say the same thing. Oh, I thought that was an enemy.
Okay.
See, this place looks freaking ugly.
Hey man, I never said I mean, hey, when I'm praising this game, I'm not praising the graphics. That's not what I'm praising here. Well, you buy nope, don't waste your money on that.
Yeah, and maybe it's because I'm an artist, but oh my dude, those do not go together. The color puke. This is okay, kind of, because we're in like a church.
Look, man, it's the 1600s. Everything's made of brick. Everything's nasty. We're in like this decrepit era of just nasty. No one's taking any showers. No one's got soap.
People are fucking sheep.
I think this is where you get the chain whip.
It better be, or else it's gonna be curtains for you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this is where you get it.
Hey, you want me to buy something? Why don't you go up there? Chain whip, sure.
Yeah.
No, I don't want. I already have it.
Would you like to buy another chain whip?
Yeah, to kill you with. Actually, yeah, if I had 2 chain whips, I mean, make me extra powerful. It's kind of funny that you have to buy the heads separately. It also makes me wonder, is this not Vampire Killer? Like, was the Leather Whip Vampire Killer?
You know, that's a good question, because you have to buy this stuff off people.
Yeah. And that's
because you'd think if it is the Vampire Killer, then it would just upgrade itself naturally, and it would just turn into these things, but I don't know, maybe the idea, if you really want to get technical about it, if you really want to have like an in-universe explanation for it, is that maybe these guys are enchanting his whip, they're enchanting the Vampire Killer, and they're just saying, would you buy the are you buying the enchantment? Are you just giving the whip to these salesman guys and they just enhance your whip for you and make him more stronger? Well, then who are these guys? How are they doing that? How are they making the Vampire Killer stronger by doing that? All these questions and more will never be answered on Dragon Ball Z.
That's one thing that that really kind of made me, wow, I can't talk tonight. It's one of the things that really disappointed me, aside from everything else about the series.
Left.
What? Wait, left. Okay.
Go left real quick. Use your holy water on those blocks right there.
Doing it. Okay.
Now go all the way to the left and use your blocks again, or the holy water again, and you're gonna get the flame power up. The almighty cheese against Dracula.
The big cheese. But yeah, about the... Oh. You now possess the sacred flame.
Nope, possess this time.
I know. Wow, it's literally just fire. It's what the holy water does. Does it take heart? Fuck my life! I just wanted to check how many hearts I have.
Nope, get punished.
Okay, does this take hearts?
65.
Yeah, it takes
one.
one.
Yep, takes 1 heart. Which, I mean, yeah, it's not... considering how strong your whip is, you're not going to be using these things, ever.
Any excuse to use the holy water, like how it was in the original game. But yeah, about the series, how he literally, I mean, kind of gets rid of Vampire Killer for the Morning Star. It's a nice little reference, but the Morning Star was a power-up, it wasn't a whip.
Wait, for what?
In the series. Well, you didn't watch the whole thing, but basically, Trevor goes to like his family's secret area, and he finds the Morning Whip, which is basically, or the Morning Star, which is basically a chain whip. And that's cool, but I always thought that the original Leather Whip was Vampire Killer. And that's something that kind of always... That's something that I've always questioned too, because sometimes a Belmont will have a Leather Whip, sometimes they'll have a Chain Whip. Which one's Vampire Killer?
Yeah, and that's something that's not really conveyed very well in lore. I guess the idea is that it shapeshifts and that it forms to however strong the Belmont is, but even then that's not consistent because the artwork will say something else and the game will say otherwise. Like, for instance, a lot of the time, Ayami Kojima will very often draw the Belmonts with a Leather Whip. She barely ever draws the Chain Whip. But if you play Harmony of Dissonance, he uses a Chain Whip. If you play Rondo of Blood, he uses a Chain Whip. They don't have Leather Whips. They don't even have upgrades for that matter. Well, so it's like...
You could argue that the later version of Richter... fuck off. The later version of Richter and Army of Despair shows him with a chain whip.
Yeah, in that artwork it does. Like, that's the only time she's really done that.
Oh, please
but,
don't tell me this.
Yeah, for the most part, she always draws the Belmonts with leather whips, even though in-game they strictly only use a chain whip.
What?
So the question is, like, because yes, we know that the vampire killer can transform and it shapeshifts on its own.
Okay.
It's not different whips. But the
I'm
fact is, it's like, we don't know how it does it, though. We never see explicitly how this happens, or like, oh, I assume that the vampire killer itself is always, by default, in leather whip mode, by default. And, like, whoever picks it up, like, if Richter picks it up, it probably turns into a chain whip. But even then, we don't know, because we don't explicitly see it happen. We don't even see how this whole thing goes down. It's a really, really weird piece of lore. Yeah, there we go.
I was gonna say that, that the freaking zombie at the top only needed to take 1 whip to kill, but the one below took 3. How the hell was that working? I don't know. Oh wait, is that where I need to put the garlic?
Yep.
Okay. Better buy some stuff before I die again. Okay, this town doesn't look that bad. Oops. But yeah, that's gotta suck, like, if the whip doesn't find you worthy and it just turns into a leather whip. It's like, you'd really troll the Belmonts, wouldn't you, Vampire Killer? Buy some of my laurels?
My laurels.
How many? I don't think I need those right now, do I?
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I do, but how much is garlic?
About the same.
Okay. And everybody has a strut in these villages. Sucks too, because you can accidentally fall in the water and die. Is that ever mentioned in the booklet, or any form of fashion, that you have to destroy blocks to get deeper in a merchant's home?
I know that there's a villager who says something like, using, like, holy water will reveal, like, the cursed, or like, does something against the curse or whatever.
What the fuck is this?
Dracula's eyeball reflects the curse. Yeah, so when you get Dracula's eye, she's not necessarily wrong. What it does, it reveals the location of the clue books that are hidden inside the blocks, because normally you'd have to break open the blocks to see the book. But if you equip the eye, then it just shows where the book is.
And they do what?
They give you clues, but that's kind of worth fuck all in this game because the clues are pointless because they're mistranslated.
Yeah, maybe if they had a little more effort, this game wouldn't have been that bad.
Like I said, it's enjoyable. I think it's an enjoyable game as long as you have a guide. Oh, here we go. Now we got the blue crystal. Now we can go to the lake.
Trading crystals like it's Pokemon or something.
But yeah, like, I think the game is fun as long as you know what you're doing. But if you have no idea where to go or what to do, then yeah, I think it's annoying. It's probably really boring to play and kind of annoying because you don't know what the fuck to do with no real goal in sight. But if you know where to go and you know what you're doing, then yeah, I think it's pretty decently enjoyable.
Yeah, decently enjoyable. You know what game did do that, and it's very enjoyable? The first Zelda.
Bloodlines?
No, the first Zelda. I'm talking about the whole cryptic and puzzle-solving shit.
That game had some pretty cryptic bullshit in it too, like having to like put flame on a certain specific bush. That was stupid.
It did. It did have
Yeah.
some cryptic stuff, but a lot of it was easy to figure out, and the booklet was freaking awesome.
Yeah,
and
I
actually
enjoyed
shed
Zelda
light
1.
on
I do
things.
think that Zelda 1 had more of a case than this one. But yeah. It did have a couple of bullshit moments, like the flame in the bush. That was ridiculous.
Which bush? There were a lot of bushes that you could burn down.
Exactly, that's the problem. Which bush?
Well, which one are you talking about, though?
I couldn't
what
tell
is
you,
this?
because that's the problem. There's a whole bunch of bushes to pick from, but that's the problem, isn't it?
No, I mean...
That's exactly the problem.
No, I mean, where did you hear this at?
Well, it's not that I heard it, it's I did it. And it's one of the things, you have to do it to progress, too.
Oh
It's one
my
of the things that you
gosh.
need to do to progress the game. But I can't really tell you which specific bush it is because it's hard for me to really tell you where on the map it's at because, well, it's been a long time, but also it's really hard for me to tell you because it's a random fucking bush.
I know, but I'm asking, where did you... Was it a clue in the game that you heard and you couldn't figure out, or was it...
I don't remember.
Oh my fucking lord.
I don't know if it was a clue or not, but even if it was a clue, I don't think it would be conveyed very well because the fact is, where you had to burn the bush at, it was in a row of other bushes, and it was just kind of, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know, man. I don't know. Why you always ask me? Why you pressing me? Why you hassling me, man?
no, I'm trying to... Because you said it was cryptic, I thought you heard from like an in-game NPC, oh, burn this bush over here.
Well, no,
I thought you were
it's
referring
cryptic
to
in the
that.
sense that you have to do it, and it's the fact that it's the fact that there are so many bushes that you have to pick from, and you have to use this flame spell on one specific bush
It's a candle, it's
to
not a
get to the
spell.
secret.
Is it the bush that takes you to one of the end levels, or was it just like random one to get to a heart container?
I don't remember. I don't remember. It's been like over a decade.
Unlike this game, Zelda went above and beyond to like help you through the game. It even came with like this big ass map. A lot of it you had to fill out yourself.
I don't know about that. Because I do remember one clue that didn't make a whole lot of sense, talking about like, oh, go to the East Peninsula or some shit like that, but there's not really an East Peninsula in the game.
I can't remember what that refers to, but
Because I remember having trouble on that clue and trying to figure out what they meant by that, and I could not figure out where to go from that point. Because like, what do you mean by East Peninsula? There's not an East Peninsula to go to.
am I supposed to do this?
Yeah, you're on the right track. The question is, how many hearts do you got?
What do you mean, how many hearts do I have?
Because you need to buy the oak stake. How many hearts do you got?
I have 44.
Okay, you might have enough to get it.
That's stupid. That's such a tight window.
Tight window. Oh yeah, that it is kind of stupid.
Oh! Oh, come on, dude. I don't think there's any invincibility frames in this game. Oh, and the whole off-screening enemies and everything. If you're not careful, you can like summon a whole bunch of them and it'll slow the game down to a crawl. Please tell me this is where I was supposed to go.
Yeah.
No, this isn't where I'm supposed to go. This goes back here.
No, you're on the right track. Go. This time you just need to go down because there's more. Yeah, go that way toward
This
the right.
way?
Yeah. And then go down more toward that platform down there. I think that. Yeah, it's invisible, so just go through. There you go.
I thought I was going back to the entrance. Yeah, with the whole thing of this game not having, like, any consequences when you die either kind of rubs me the wrong way, because it's like, you can literally go through.
Oh, there's
this game-
consequence. You lose all your hearts if you get a game over, and that's a pretty big consequence in this game because grinding sucks. No one likes to grind, especially when you've got like over 200 hearts saved up. Oh yeah, that means you get to do all that shit over again.
But,
Really
I mean,
sucks when
you
you're
could-
trying to save up for another whip upgrade.
But I mean, you could do that easily anyway in a mansion.
It's still tedious though. You're gonna be spending like close to 10 to 15 minutes doing it.
I
That's
know,
like 10 to 15
but
minutes worth of
when
gameplay you gotta do
find
again,
out-
so that's your penalty.
There's nothing this way, is there? Fuck my life! What the hell?
No, I think that's a later dungeon where you have to go that way. Where you have to go like outside the wall boundaries to find the salesman.
Oh my gosh. I would like to go out of the boundaries to find a better game.
You're playing it.
Die. But yeah, aside from the hearts, there's really not much consequence. If you die, you start right here. You get a game over, you start right here. And eventually...
Yeah,
it
but you
just
lose all that
wears on
grind
you.
work you did. You lose all that grind
I
work.
don't care.
You're gonna care if you can't afford that new whip upgrade. And sometimes not even just whip upgrades. You need like certain items like the crystals or the garlic or the laurels
Then
that you
I'll
need.
go grind again. I
Yay,
don't have an
15
oak
minutes
stick.
worth of grinding again.
If it's in a mansion, it doesn't really bother me that much.
Well, you gotta go find the mansion again if you want to do all that bullshit. You really want to navigate this clusterfuck of a map to go find another mansion to grind in again?
I just don't like games that give you very, very little to care about if you die. I don't exactly like games that are like all hardcore and like play you at the very beginning when you die. But when it's like not a chance,
I like
sure
it.
it's not
I
this
think
way.
I think it's a fair compromise because one of your biggest goals in this game is to buy stuff. And if they take away all of your currency, if you get a game over, well, there you go. Now you have something to work toward again. You have a reason to care because if you can't buy anything, then you're not progressing. Then you're kind of stuck. So I think it's a fair compromise. I think it's fair. They made it to where, yeah, even though you die, even though you start exactly where you were just at, that's cool. But they made it to where, yeah, the penalty is that you lose all of your grind work and all of your money. I feel like that'd be a pretty big deal in any other game, too. You lose all your money if you die? Fuck that.
I still feel like Zelda 2 did it better. Not enough to like put you all the way back at the starting palace, but fuck my life. Come on, man. What the hell are you doing down here anyway?
I'm down here because I want you to invest in oak steak.
Guys, I want you to suffer like me.
Don't go back that way.
Why?
It's a dead end. Dead end. And knowing what... there'd be a good possibility that you were going to fall in another one of those holes and fall in the spikes again. You probably would have gotten a game over.
Wow, you really have that? You really have no faith in me at all, do you?
No, I have faith. I have faith that you were going to fuck up. 'Cause
Wow, thanks. Frickin'. It almost makes me wonder how the one on the Famicom would have played. Aside from being able to save, I wonder what else it had.
Which game?
This game on the Famicom.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked too deeply into that version.
Didn't you say it was like a completely different game?
Basically, because it was ran on a disc, and you had to flip the disc over.
Which I still don't understand why you would have to do that to begin with. Nope. Have a steak.
You now possess Dracula's heart.
Dracula's jelly bean.
Yeah.
I don't know what that does though.
I think the heart.
Oh wait, no,
I forget what it's used for.
You have to use it to get like a ride from a ferryman. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah, you do. I know you use it for that. I was talking about like from a gameplay perspective. I don't know what else it does besides that.
It's like, I'll take you. You have to do a secret for me if you want to get to the secret area. Show 'em a still beating heart. Yeah, that'll work. Is that Dracula's heart? Well, that's a plus right there. Did it freaking come back? Oh my gosh. The orb down there came back. I wonder if you can get the item again, but I don't want to test it because I don't have enough patience.
Which item?
The orb that you throw the steak at, it came back. You didn't see that?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting that they brought this song back in Smash Brothers.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they remix it?
No, it was. I think it was the one from the Famicom version. But they had that, and they had Bloody Tears that was mixed with the nighttime music, which is pretty cool. I would prefer.
I wish they would. I wish they would like. I wish they would kind of like rearrange this music again.
I mean, at least it made it in there. They do remember Castlevania 2 in some form or fashion. And you cannot tell me that you would have figured this little thing out too.
No, probably not. This game's full of shit that I probably would have never figured out. Especially that section, the infamous kneeling at the cliff for the tornado.
There's actually a glitch that I found a long time ago when I first streamed this. I think I still have the clip somewhere on Twitch. I was walking around the graveyard. I hopped down to a lower level, and I immediately died, and it acted like I fell into water. And I was like, what? And there wasn't even any water around. This is somewhere in the graveyard. So yeah, perfect game, man. Perfect game. I'm all for loving the underdogs too. That's why I love Legacy of Darkness, but this game is just shit.
Perfect, then you can love this game too. There you go.
I would rather play Castlevania 64.
You'd rather play what?
64 than play this. And that game.
Okay, then you can lose all your money. Go ahead and lose all your money then.
I don't need money right now. What do I need? Am I even going the right
way?
You're...
No, you need to go to the ferry. You need to go all the way back to the first town and go to the ferryman.
Oh my gosh. All this backtracking.
Yeah, and the map sucks. On top of that,
There is no map.
the map structure, the world structure,
The layout.
the layout.
I'm sure there is like some kind of map out there. It's a hell of a lot better than this. Or whatever they put in the damn manual.
I've tried looking at online maps, and even then they don't make much sense.
Did you try to like put them together?
Well, yeah, but here's the problem, because again, it looks weird, because the fact is... Because the problem with this layout, the world layout, again, because it just makes no sense when you're looking at it from a map perspective, because, like, again, let's say you have a staircase that's going down into a cavern area. You go down there assuming that the rest of the area is going to be a cave like this, but you continue along the path, and it's more lakes with mountain backgrounds and more villages. Even though we just went into a cave, it makes no sense. So you put that on a map. You have let's say you try to make that into a map, right? You put that into a Google image map. You compile those images together. So now you're left with a map that looks like you have an area that has mountains in it, and above that you've got another lake with mountains in it. So you mean to tell me that there is a lake underneath a lake with mountains in it? It makes no sense. It makes no logical sense why this is here.
I want to say they were trying to go for like a 3D perspective.
Yeah, I imagine that's what they were trying to go for, but it just doesn't work.
But it fails horribly. Like, fails worse than Friday the 13th. Okay, we're back at Puke Town. Where the food didn't agree with anybody, so they just barfed it all around. Sorry, I gave everybody the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, see, like right here. Why is there a village underneath this?
Well, you could probably like chalk this up as like going through a mountain and coming out the other side and it's a village. I can't believe I'm making excuses for this game. That's all I got.
Neither can I. It's a bunch of fucking horseshit. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
I don't know. Sometimes that... Fuck off. That doesn't make sense. Sometimes areas in the later Castlevania games don't make sense.
Oh, what? This game doesn't make any fucking sense. Like I'm trying to play this game, and I'm trying my best to go places, and I just went down this path, and there's a village down here. Like, what? Like, what kind of horseshit is this? Who plays this?
Like, let's say Order of Ecclesia had a lot of those moments too. Didn't really make much sense.
I don't know, I didn't see it in the mail.
I guess you could say the same thing for Symphony of the Night. There's a lot of odd rooms that you wouldn't think would go to this area, but it does. I don't know.
I don't know, I didn't see it in the mail.
Wait, what? What?
I said, I don't know, I didn't see it in the mail.
What are you talking about? I know you're trying to make a joke, but I don't get it.
Yeah, it's an in joke. It's a reference to a. You ever watch Squidbillies?
No.
There's a scene where they get drunk. There's a scene where they get drunk, and he's like, "You know that check? Did that come today?" He's like, "I don't know. I didn't see it in the mail." I knew you've been drinking. And so me and my bro, we've just been reciting that joke over and over again whenever it's basically our way of saying I don't know. We just say I don't know, I didn't see it in the mail.
Or you could just say I'm not paying attention.
No, I don't know, I didn't see it in the mail.
Wow, thanks.
Alright, we're making progress.
Are we?
Make sure to equip that heart.
Yeah. Oh, you got Dracula's jelly bean.
Ooh, give me that heart. I want to rub it on my skin.
Oh. They have to be quick with this guy, because once he stops the edge, he loves to...
Yeah, he'll go right back.
Yeah. Boing.
Get your shit and get out.
Farewell. Oh, I'm back.
Oh, I'm not staying here. This place is dirty. And we're already at the next mansion. There we go. Oh, you know what we forgot to do?
I don't know. I forgot to strangle you, maybe.
Yeah, you
Red
forgot to
crystal.
grind
You grind.
for levels. What level are we? We still level 2 or level 1?
I thought you said
Yeah, we're still level
levels
1. God
didn't
damn
mean
it.
anything.
They do, because they give you more health.
I thought you said that... Oh my gosh, dude, I'll be fine.
When I say level up doesn't mean anything. What do you... Wait, hold on. What did you think I meant?
Because last night you said it's only for, like, health.
Yeah. Leveling up gives you more health, which in this
Yes.
game, yeah, is kind of a big deal, because you want to have more health.
Yes, but to make it through the whole game, how are you supposed to... How are you supposed to level up and get through it in 7 days?
You grind at the mansions, because time doesn't pass here.
But you can only level up once in a mansion.
Yeah, and you can only level up 5 times. So what you do is every time you get to a mansion, you grind for 1 level. Every mansion. That's what you do. But since we didn't
about
grind
it.
the last mansion, that means we're gonna have to grind twice here.
I thought you said you can only grind once per mansion.
Yes, exactly. You grind once per mansion.
So
Well, per area. But well, okay. So if you're, since we skipped to, we're due right now. We're due a level. So this area would be considered a level 3, and since we're not level 3 yet, we can grind up to level 3. I believe we should be able to.
This game is so confusing.
I know this game is so good.
I'm gonna kick your butt. No, it's interesting because it has like all these hidden mechanics, but it just doesn't work out right.
I think it works out great. Darian the Contrarian. That should be my new username, Darian the Contrarian.
More like Darian the Big.
My name is Mr. Big.
Well, I've already found the asshole who sells me...
Oak steak guy.
Yeah, sells me, questionably edible steaks. That's an oak steak, yes. It's my better judgment. Actually, something that I did before, which I probably should have done here, but I used to like to get 1 oak steak for the item and then get 1 for the road. So when I get to another mansion, I can just use that instead of having to worry about finding the guy.
Yeah, you could do that.
But I don't know. I don't have that much patience tonight. Plus, it's almost 12, so... Ugh. Oh, am I gonna fight a boss here? Ah, it's death!
How about we just skip him?
I can't do that. It's friggin' death.
Sure you can. Door's open.
I know.
Yay. You died to a completely skippable boss.
Dude.
Get the flame out. Get the flame. There you go. Stunlock his ass. Just like in Castlevania 1.
Yeah, and hopefully I have the hearts for it. How about a little fire, Scarecrow?
Yeah, for this, I think he gives you,
Yeah.
like, the best dagger. Yeah, you get, like, the best dagger upgrade from him.
I think so. With the golden dagger?
Yep, there it is.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I think this is gonna be his eye. You
Yeah,
now
possess.
possess Dracula's eye. Yep.
Ew. Actually drops and steps on it like a grape. Later. Oh, you're back.
Oh, he's back.
You didn't really think you could kill death now, did you?
No, but I can't outrun you.
Well, I
Apparently.
guess, I think at this point we should probably just make a save state and come back to it.
Yeah.
Because this is about the point... Well, it's actually good timing anyway, because this is about the point where, my memory starts to get foggy on this game, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. My memory is always foggy with this game. Even when I remember certain things.
So next time we come back to this, we're gonna grind here for a little bit and get up 2 levels.
Nah, I'll be fine. Who needs
Oh,
to
no,
be
you're
fine?
not.
Oh,
no, you're not.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because enemies get hella strong later, and you definitely don't have the health to deal with that nonsense. You're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, also, why does it say... Wait, is that life or level?
Level.
Why does it say
Level 1. Because you're level 1. You only leveled up 1 time.
No, I didn't. I leveled up at least like twice.
I thought you only leveled up 1 time.
No, I'll even look back. I'm pretty sure I leveled up a couple times.
Because yeah, it says, yeah, you're only level 1 right now.
Are you sure that's not lives?
Nope, you only got... yeah, you're only level 1.
We'll
It
figure
only
this-
tells you. I think it only tells you your lives when you die.
We'll figure this out later. This game already makes my head hurt enough. Alright, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this for what it was. I think I enjoyed Bloodlines more than this. I can say that. Yeah. If you guys like what you saw, then please take a nice big bite out of that follow button. And until next time, you guys have a wonderful night. Or cursed night. Sleep tight, and don't let the vampires bite.